simple word across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Racing down the left side. Pass the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Now sliding to his left. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive,
so we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
It did complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
All by himself down the middle. Inside, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Tide.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Oh, they're after him. Gonna try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Dropping back, it's Howard. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their...
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nice move there. Inside the 40. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 39. Throws for the tight end. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a first and 10. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Wide open downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team.
Touchdown, Bama! Great job by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Spins away from the defense. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job.
He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York. And
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
Looking for the two-point try. The snap sets up the throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets into the end zone for the two, and that is big. It's now a three-possession game. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Moves around to clear up the vision. Took care of it himself. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, the running back has it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the...
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Edwards. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's go. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Quick pass on the fly motion. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Touchdown Tide. And the route is on. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. On the move at the 30. Oh, he got loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.